Rumor has it, rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on the Breakfast Club.
Now, Flo Rida, shout to Flo Rida. He was the brand ambassador for Celsius. It was, I guess, an energy drink from 2014 to 2018. During that time, he helped that company grow like crazy. The records were used all over the place, and they didn't pay him.
I only know Celsius because of Flo Rida.
Yeah, so
I only know the energy drink because of Flo Rida.
Yeah, so he's suing him for $30,000, which was the breach of contract of what he wanted. And here's him in court.
After 2014, you also had a song known as My House, right?
Yes, a record.
Tell me about My House.
Oh, yeah. My House was a record that I recorded, and that record right there was a global phenomenon. It was used in Super Bowl commercials, as well as that's one of the songs that I actually promoted the product that I love, which is Celsius, and the product, in the video. And that record right there made history as well.
Well, like I said, he originally sued for $30,000
Are you sure?
and some of the profits.
For $30,000?
But Flo Rida was awarded $82.6 million.
Come on now.
After a South Florida jury found that the makers of Celsius energy drinks breached the contract with the rapper and singer and tried to hide money from him.
Drop on the clues bombs for Flo Rida.
Yo, shout to Florida. That jury is amazing.
I don't think y'all realize in life, Flo Rida really hasn't lost yet. The man is the number 7 best-selling rapper of all time, 80 million records worldwide,
Jesus.
3 number 1 hits, 11 top 10 hits. You don't hear about him in no mess,
He's a good
no
dude,
rap
too.
beefs.
Flo Rida's a good dude.
That man won that life.
Yeah, he did.
He was dancing to his song in the jury trial. He was
dancing to the fact he just got 82
No. He didn't know
million
yet.
dollars.
This is why he was testifying. They played the song and he was jamming. That's what went viral about this case.
And he's going to get that money because that company, Celsius, is worth like $8 billion. It's not one of those things where you sue somebody
and you never get the money.
Get awarded a bunch of money and you don't get it. He's going to get some of this money.
He was supposed to get shares too. He was supposed to get some shares. They never gave him his shares, and they tried to argue they did.
And the shares are like $100.
Yeah,
$100 a share right now. Celsius.
Jesus. Well, congratulations to Flo Rida.
Man, dropping clues on Flo Rida again. And salute to my guy E-Class. I remember in like 2006, my good brother E-Class, we was at the House of Blues in L.A., I think. Mm-hmm. And E-Class was telling me he had 2 artists. This is before that. No, I actually saw Flo Rida performing, but before that, E-Class told me he had 2 artists. He said he had Rick Ross for the streets and an artist named Flo Rida for the pop world. And it's safe to say E-Class was absolutely right.
Absolutely.
This is 2006.
All right. Well, Antonio Brown saying that his Snapchat was hacked, that he didn't put those pictures up there, and that his device was hacked, and that's how those pictures got up there.
I told y'all that was his best defense.
You should have said it earlier.
Do we still believe that when people say their account got hacked?
You got to go with it because there's no way to prove.
Hacked, but yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, you got to go with it because how can you prove it wasn't hacked?
I agree.
Now, lastly, Shakira, she realized that her ex was allegedly cheating due to some jam. All right, now, which is really crazy. She says she realized her ex was cheating when she returned home from touring. And she said there was an empty jar of strawberry jam, and her husband at the time, or her ex at the time, doesn't eat strawberry jam. Is that wild?
They said he never ate jam in his life, though. I think that's the important part. Like, he didn't stop eating jam.
But you couldn't say your friend came over and got some jam?
But the whole jar?
Somebody came over and got some jam.
I didn't know about the whole jar.
Somebody definitely came over and got some jam. What's the difference between jam and jelly?
Oh, there's a big difference. I cannot stand jelly. The texture is different.
Really?
Preserves is what makes jam. My grandmother used to make freezer jam.
See, I ain't never had nobody say you want a peanut butter and jam sandwich. So
but people say jelly, but they mean jam. Some people don't care. Like, some of y'all like Welch's grape jelly. I can't do it.
Oh, you out of your damn mind.
The jelly's good.
You out of your damn mind. Welch's grape jelly.
I don't like the texture.
What?
I like jam. Preserves.
It don't matter the texture when you spread it over the bread.
Well, you know what? Who was spreading it over the bread? The girl that Shakira's.
That's allegedly. Yeah, that's allegedly. Don't do that.
Somebody was spreading it on the bread and it wasn't him.
Well, that's a wild way to get caught cheating.
Shakira worried about the wrong things though. She facing an 8-year prison sentence for tax evasion, and you worried about who eating jam?
Maybe she might be at her wit's end.
All right, you go to prison, you gonna see what jam eating is all about.
She's investigating jam jars now. She's trying to see what's really happening.
But damn it, man. This is a bigger issue, right? The issue is that what men don't realize is when they do start cheating, their patterns change.
Things change.
They start doing things that they normally weren't doing.
Normally don't do.
And that's what women notice. In this case, I know it sounds crazy because like, oh, she noticed the jam. But no, women just notice when you start doing different things. Even if you start breathing different.
Yeah.
That intuition, y'all don't want to mess with this intuition. Because
Every
women's
little thing.
patterns change too if they're cheating. But y'all would just be blind to the facts.
Do tell now.
We'll talk about that next hour. We're gonna have a discussion about
When
that
you
next
say
hour.
patterns, do you mean pH balance?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
That too, I'm sure though.
Yeah, that could definitely
That's
throw
sure.
some things off.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now we got front page news next. What are we getting into in this front page news? Just a tease.
Woo. So hopefully we can talk a little bit about money. You guys want to talk debt ceiling? We're definitely going to talk about Bank of America, and hopefully we can hit reparations.
All right. We'll get into that next. Don't move. It's the breakfast.